Hi, witches. How are we today? Hope you guys are well. I am so in the spooky mood today. It is unreal. I'm so excited. I just got out of the shower as always. You guys know me. Let me know if the music's okay, by the way. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever. I literally just got out of the shower, and you guys know, if you know me, you know that all my best ideas come in the shower. And I was like, I'm gonna do a little Halloween themed stream today. Now, okay, don't come for me. I know it's November 1st, and I know as soon as November 1st comes around, it's Christmas, and you guys know I love Christmas, but I wasn't able to celebrate Halloween this year, and you guys know I love Halloween. So I thought we would do a little Halloween kind of spooky esque tarot stream today. So I got the little ambient music going on, and we're going to be doing some shadow readings. I've done shadow readings before on the channel, and you guys loved it. So I thought I'd bring it back today and do some more shadow readings. So we're going to be using the Haunted House Tarot deck as the tarot cards today, and then the Black Mirror Oracle for the Dark Mirror cards. So yeah. Also, excuse the lighting today, guys. It is like super rainy in the UK today. Like, it was literally pouring down. I don't even know if it's still going, but yeah, I've got like my living room lights on, which is not the best lighting, unfortunately. But yeah, and also Mr. Capricorn is like feeding his face in the background as well. So if you hear any munching or rustling, you know that's him. Hopefully it'll add to the ambience. But yeah, hello you guys. I'm so glad you are here today. How is everyone? Hi Sabrina, how are you, my love? So good to see you. Hi Bowser, welcome in. Thank you for joining me today. Love the little Pikachu. Sorry Sabrina. I had to do it. I'm so sorry. I had to do it. I had to jump scare you guys. I couldn't not. I couldn't not. Yeah, shadow readings. They went really down a treat last time we did it, so I had to do it again. Guys, how is the music? Please let me know. Is it too loud? It's a little louder in my ear, so I might end up turning it down anyway, but let me know. Hi Cornelia, how are you, my love? It was so good to speak to you this morning. I had so much fun. I really miss speaking to you one-on-one. Mariah Carey is melting in the Atlantic. Oh, what's going on, Mariah Carey? I don't know. Great question, Bowser. Thank you for asking that. What is a shadow reading? Very good question. So, I'm not an expert in shadow readings or working with the shadow at all. Is that the right phrase, working with the shadow? It sounds more spooky than what it actually is. I don't know. But we have like kind of like two sides to herself. We have like, I don't know how you refer to it, but we have like our normal self, and we have our shadow self or shadow side, which is kind of like all of the stuff that we like repress and we don't often deal with, and it kind of stagnates and stagnates, festers and molds within us, and often we have to kind of delve into that side of ourselves and deal with that stuff that we never dealt with before, or very rarely deal with. And honestly, when we deal with our shadow self, it often makes us a better person, and it also allows us to understand ourselves a lot more too. And something that I really love about the shadow readings that we can do is that it really lets us get into like the nitty-gritty. The readings are often very heavy, and you know, a lot of people do like love and light and shit like that, and which I'm just not for, just because I think it's really fake. Because, you know, spirituality, it's not all love and light. That's bullshit. But yeah, I do like diving into the more kind of darker-esque readings, Not to say that the energy you work with when you do shadow work is like dark energy. It's not at all. It's still, when we do shadow reading, it's still, we still protect ourselves with like white light, etc. It's still like good energy. It's more of a kind of like, it's a progressive reading for us, you know. Shadow work readings, I'm not going to be like, what does so and so think of me? Like, it's not all about that. It's stuff like, okay, what traumas do I need to work on? What is stopping me from getting to this goal? I'll try and think of some other ideas in a minute, and I'll pull up some examples for you guys to look at if you're not too sure as well what to ask. But yeah, they're really cool. Honestly, like calling them shadow readings or shadow work readings, it is kind of like, it sounds a lot darker than what it is, but it's mainly about kind of digging deep pretty much, rather than asking that kind of like surface level stuff. So I hope that answered your question a little bit more. As I said, I'm not an expert by any means on this topic. So if it's interesting to you, I definitely recommend going and doing some more research on it. Yeah, the music is a bit too loud. Thank you, Sabrina. I just saw that. Okay, hopefully that's better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a very, very quick Google search. I probably should have done this before. And I'm just going to pull up some like kind of generic shadow reading questions. And you guys can use them as like a base if you want to, you know, form your own question. Let me see. See if I can find some good stuff. Okay, yeah, so this is interesting. So a very simple one, and I know Cornelia does something similar on her channel with this. Cornelia, give yourself a shout out, my love. If you're not following Cornelia, then please do that. But you can do like a past, present, future thing. If there's something that you want to kind of like, why? Yeah, but past, present, future, like you can use that to kind of like work towards something to help you kind of overcome an obstacle, something like that. That's a good idea. And something that Cornelia does as well, which is really great, and she's amazing at it, is start, stop, continue, I think. So one card for what you need to start, one card for what you need to stop doing, and one thing you need to keep up doing. So yeah, those are kind of two examples of really cute mini readings, which are great. And they are very kind of like shadow-esque work, because they can really pull out some deep stuff. And it's funny because it's just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, hi Goku. Cornelia, I'm going to give you a shout out anyway. I don't know why you don't want to do it for yourself, but I'm going to do it because I really love you and I support everything that you do.
So yeah, let's form a community, you know? Let's get like a piece of land, put a couple of tiny homes on there, you know? Everybody has their own home. And then we have like one tiny home where it's like kitchen and living room, right? That we have like together. Oh my God, see, like it's already working in my...
I don't know what she was talking about there, but that part, seriously. Cornelia and I were just talking about this morning again. We spoke about it before, but Cornelia and I have some very similar ideas about like what society needs to be, and I love that. Okay, so Biddy Tarot coming through again. If you guys don't know what Biddy Tarot is, then you need to get on it. If you are like an aspiring tarot reader, or even if you're honestly, even if you're just like an adept tarot reader or whatever, you need to look on Biddy Tarot if you've never heard of it before. BIDDYtarot.com. It's an amazing resource. And they have a ton of stuff on there for like learning tarot and whatever. So I'm going to send a link in the chat to this website and the website that I'm looking at right now. So you guys can pull that up if you want to look at some of the questions that they have on there. That can kind of be a springboard for you guys to start forming your own questions. So I am only going to be doing like shadow-esque questions today. So some examples is like, what am I hiding from myself? What am I not seeing? Where is my pain coming from? Etc, etc. So shadow work is very much about like kind of overcoming boundaries and things that we put in front of ourselves to stop us getting where we need to go. I might have to like change around my lighting in just a second, guys, because like the sun is suddenly decided to come out, which is not buying into my aesthetic that I'm trying to present today, but oh well. I am definitely all for the minimalist lifestyle, Cornelia, 100%. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, before we get started today, guys, I just want to remind everyone, for those of you who may not know, I am back with my kind of regular streaming now. So we're gonna try and get the community back up and going, which I'm super excited for. So if you haven't already, please do jump in the Discord if you want to be part of the community and you know, receive like updates about what's going on with the channel, etc, etc. And also you can get alerted when I'm live on Twitch, because I know that Twitch doesn't do a very good job of telling people when people are live. Like sometimes it alerts you, sometimes it doesn't, but my Discord will always alert you when I go live. Yeah, I'll still be here in 20 minutes, no problem. It's fine. I'll probably be streaming for like an hour or two. That's what I normally do. And also, if you guys don't already know, I do have a coffee, which is where you guys can support me financially, if you wish to. And on my coffee we have it's kind of like Patreon for anyone of you guys who don't know what coffee is. There's like a subscription thing that you can subscribe to me with, and there are a lot of like added benefits on there, such as monthly horoscopes and also monthly private live streams, which is basically like a private reading with me every single month in terms of astrology. If any of you guys don't know, I'm not just a tarot reader, I'm also an astrologer as well. So definitely check that out. I do also have my private readings over there as well, tarot and astrology private readings. So if you do want to get your birth chart read, go and check out my services that I have over there. I also have a crystal shop as well, which I told myself I was going to bring some crystals to the table, but I bloody forgot. But yeah, I do have a load of crystals for sale as well, which can all be seen on my Discord. We have a specific channel over there as well for all of my beautiful crystals. I should probably go and grab some, actually. Let me go and grab some, and I'm gonna sort my lighting out as well, because my lighting is not it. And I'll be back in 2 seconds to start readings. So if you would like a shadow reading today, please jump into the queue, guys, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, you guys, so the lighting should be a lot better now. Let's have a look. Oh, so much better. So much better. I swear, my apartment is not good when it comes to lighting. Well, for recording, it's not good. But yeah, it is something. Hi Loki, how are you, my love? Good to see you. I just realized I've been talking for like 20 minutes non-stop and my throat is like, ugh. But yeah, I just bought some crystals to the table for you guys who are interested. So I do have my services up on Coffee, but I also do have a crystal shop as well. Super cheap crystals, you guys. If you're in the market for buying some crystals, hit me up, because I have a ton of crystals and I sell them really cheap. The reason for me doing that is because me personally, once upon a time, I found it extremely difficult to get hold of crystals, and a large variety of crystals as well. And I wanted to give you guys a place to come when you wanted to buy more crystals. And I wanted to increase the availability of crystals. So they're very cheap. I can afford to sell them cheap. So if you guys are interested, do hit me up on Discord, because I have a lovely collection of pieces. This is orange calcite. And I believe this one is called kunzite. It kind of comes up weird on camera, but it's like a lilac-y color. So yeah, if you guys are interested, do hit me up on Discord, and we can have a proper conversation about them. Where should I put? I'm going to put this sphere in my little singing bowl, because otherwise it's going to be going everywhere. There we go. Good. I'm glad you made it. Thanks for dropping in, Loki. I'm doing well, my love. I'm doing really, really well. My energy is like so much better the last time you saw me. Like, honestly, I'm back to my normal self now. For those of you who didn't know, I went through, the reason why I haven't been streaming a whole lot recently is because I went through like a massive depressive episode for like months. But I finally, touch wood, fingers crossed, whatever, it seems like I'm kind of back on track now, and I'm back to my usual self, and we love to see it because it's been a long time. So yeah, I'm doing well, Loki. How are you feeling? Because I know you've been feeling a bit under the weather. How are you doing? Alrighty, you guys, let's get on with some readings without further ado. Oh, I'm loving the spooky vibes. So, I just want to clarify, in case it wasn't clear enough as it was, if you do not want to get into the nitty-gritty, the deep, dark secrets, or, you know, the traumas that you guys hold, please do not get a reading from me today, because these readings are not going to hold back, and just from experience, we're going to get into some shit, okay? So, if you're feeling sensitive, your energy's not great, or you just simply don't want to get into that right now, please do not get a reading from me today, because the cards are not going to hold back, and I'm not going to hold back. Alrighty, my loves. Let's get into this. Let's see who is up first. Cornelia, my love. Oh, I love this. Cornelia's got a novel for me. Let's have a look. So Cornelia says, I had an amazing download of amazing juicy mini course last night. Oh, that's awesome. You mean like you got a download of like a new course you should do? I love that. With the whole thing out in 2 hours. Oh my god, yeah, that's amazing. I love that shit. Yes, great question. What does Cornelia need to release in order for this course to be a reality? Yeah, I totally get you, Loki. And seriously, I think after what I've been through, it's kind of funny actually because like, not me getting emotional. Oh my god, you guys, I always get so emotional when I do like these kind of shadow readings. Um, I feel like what I've been through in the last few months, it has made me a lot stronger, and it's been such a learning process as well. And I feel like it was just kind of, it happened to me for many of other reasons, but for one of the reasons, I can talk about this stuff in more like detail now, and help other people around me. But if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling low, um, take literally all of the time you need, and also be unapologetic for doing what you need to do. Like, I'm gonna be real. I literally ghosted you guys for like 3 or 4 months, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna apologize for it because that's what I needed. And look at me now, I'm back, I'm on full form, and that's what I needed in the moment, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. So, yes, coming through Cornelia with these spooky emojis, love it. But yeah, literally, if anyone out there needs to take time away from something, whether that be taking time away from work, friends, family, commitments, responsibilities, etc., etc., step away and take the time that you need to get better or recover or regain your energy, and be unapologetic about it, seriously. And if people around you don't understand that, you're gonna want to take a look at the relationship you have with that person, and you're gonna need to question it. So yeah, definitely take all the time that you need when you're in kind of these low situations. Exactly. All right, I'm gonna jump into Cornelia's reading. I'm just gonna take a little moment to center myself and get into that headspace, and then I'm gonna jump into Cornelia's spread. So Cornelia is one of my lovely mods. So she does get all of the benefits of a Venus Mars tier coffee member, which is my highest tier on coffee. So Cornelia is going to be getting a complete spread plus oracle cards. That's literally me, Loki. It's literally me. Like, people will message me being like, you ghosted us, and I'm like, I know. Yeah, it's totally understandable. It's totally understandable. And honestly, it's normal. It's freaking normal. It really is. Okay, Cornelia, let's see what I've got for you. Okay, so there is a number of things which is coming through to me now, Cornelia. And you guys, as I said, I'm not going to put any airs and graces on this. I'm going to give it to you how I see it, okay? I see a number of issues here in terms of why you get that negative voice in your head. And it is partially you and partially people around you. I'm going to start off with you, Cornelia. One of the main reasons why you struggle to put things out, hi Bone, why you struggle to put things out in the world, and you know, the negative self-talk, etc, etc, is honestly because you don't have confidence in yourself. I can see in the cards that there is a lot of kind of like thought demons getting into your head, making you question stuff, and this, it kind of goes, it ties into the things around you. Not only do you get in your head, but the things around you get in your head. It makes you question things. And I'm also seeing you as you know, fight or flight. I'm seeing you as a flight kind of gal. I see you running away from things rather than, you know, pushing through and tackling things, and getting shit done. Instead of like, when you have those negative thoughts, and instead of like pushing through and fighting against them, I'm seeing you fleeing from them and running away from them. And in order for you to do more shadow work, I see you needing to really tackle yourself head on. And so for anyone who doesn't know, this card here it's really not anything, it doesn't look like a traditional tarot card, but this is actually the strength card. And as you can see, it's someone looking in the mirror at themselves. And this card really spoke to me for you, Cornelia. And this is you needing to give yourself a pep talk. It's like, okay, Cornelia, you need to sort your shit out, girl. You need to get this shit done. You are strong. You are powerful. You know this shit. You can do it. It's very a prep talk kind of card. It's physically, for me, looking in the mirror and psyching yourself up to get this shit done. Now, there are external things going on around you which is contributing to you with this negative talk, and I'm going to call a spade a spade. I do see your husband playing a massive role in the negative self-talk creeping in. I can see that when it comes to your work, I see your husband being a massive emotional support for you, and also probably even someone who gives you ideas to do with your work, which you may or may not implement, but also being a physical person, a physical being that helps you physically with the actual work. I hope that makes sense. And I think as soon as there is an idea that you have and you bounce off your husband, because I know that you do bounce ideas off your husband continuously, I feel like as soon as there is a little bit of resistance from the husband, you start to doubt yourself, and or you shut that idea down instantly. And you need to remind yourself that this is not his work, it is your work. And again, it links back to the whole idea of having faith in yourself and confidence in yourself in order to push forward and ultimately just have faith in your own ideas. It all comes back to having confidence, strength, and faith in your ideas and not letting other people influence that. I hope that made sense. Whew, that was a strong energy coming through for the first reading. Damn. Let me take a minute to look at chat and just decompress because that was really heavy. I'm just gonna say, guys, I don't know how many of these readings I'm gonna do because they are a lot heavier than usual. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, exactly, Loki. I really love this card. I think it's so cool because it reminds me of someone like leaning against like a desk or something going like, you can do this, you can do this. It's like, you know, the hand on the glass is almost like, it's like bracing yourself for something big to come. I will definitely give it a go, Loki, that's for sure. Ooh, mirror work. Okay. You'll have to tell me more about that, Cornelia, when we speak. Also, guys, I haven't eaten lunch yet, so my, for any of you guys who don't know, food grounds your energy, so my readings might be a little bit up today, if that makes sense. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's also quite nourishing, isn't it? I feel like it's like self-nourishment, self-soothing. I feel like it's almost like a self-soothing gesture as well. All right, let me pull an oracle card for you, Cornelia, to end off your reading. Hi, Shirley. How are you, my love? Also, hi, Bone. I think I said hi to you, but just making sure I said hi. Okay. Yes. Oh my god, Cornelia, I love this for you. Hi, Alco, how are you? Cornelia, I'm so... God, I love this card for you. It's a little bit of a saucy card, but I'll explain it. So, you got naked before the stars. Okay? Now, this is quite a sexual card, but for the energy that it's giving me, saucy. This is all about being vulnerable, okay? Yeah, she ate, Loki. She ate. This is all about being vulnerable, okay? And it's giving me kind of like the Fool card. It's giving me that kind of vibes. It's about diving into something without knowing what's gonna happen. And again, it links back to that whole idea of confidence. And, you know, you can only be, when you're vulnerable, you have to be the most confident ever. And I know that's kind of like an oxymoron, but in order to be vulnerable with yourself, or, you know, feel vulnerable in a certain situation, you have to have that self-belief and that confidence. And again, guys, this is what I mean with shadow work. I'm not talking about faking it until you're making it. I'm talking about knowing that you're a bad bitch and nothing can rock you. I'm talking about fundamental confidence and foundational confidence. Yeah? But yeah, this is about feeling confident at your most vulnerable, and that is not something that can be taught or faked. That is something that you have to learn to have over time. So yeah, Cornelia, your oracle card is Naked Before the Stars. I really hope you love this reading, and I hope it helped you in some way. Hell yeah, Cornelia. Burrito, you're up next. You're welcome, Cornelia. While Burrito's popping their question into the chat, I'm just going to run and go and grab some more water because I'm out of water. Okay, you guys. So, Burrito, if you want to pop your question into the chat. And of course, you guys, we're rocking the armpits again today, as always. I'm so annoyed. So I don't have work now until Friday. And I was like, oh my god, 3 days off. I'm going to be in the gym for those 3 days, getting those gains. Wow, I sound so heterosexual. And guess what? My bloody gym is like kind of closed, honestly, because they've like cut off the biggest part of the gym for renovation. So I'm just like, oh god. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fine tomorrow, so I'll be in the gym tomorrow. Burrito, are you still here? Welcome back, Sabrina. They've honestly been refurbishing for so long. I don't even know how long I've been going to the gym, but my boyfriend's been going longer, and they were refurbishing when he started, so I don't even know how long it's been. But yeah, it's much better now though. Okay, I'm gonna move on because I don't know what's going on with Burrito. Alright, Loki, you're up next, my love. What can I do for you? Of course, you guys, we have the toilet paper. As always. Let me know how I can help today. About the past? Okay. All right. About the past. Okay. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Let's see what comes to me. It's okay. I asked for protection, you know, all that jazz, so it's fine. Okay. So, I, as I was shuffling, I asked about um, your past, and I also just added a little spice in there. Um, I specifically asked for something that you aren't aware about in terms of your past, or something that was overlooked. Um, and as soon as I started shuffling for you specifically, Loki, there was a massive male energy. Um, it felt like your father. Like, I don't know anything about you, Loki. I don't know anything about your past, really. Like, we're very new friends. But there was a massive male father figure energy. Um, I don't want to describe it as like a harsh energy. It didn't feel heavy to me, but it felt very domineering. And also, this could be really weird and random, I don't know, but it felt like someone was like poking me in the head right here. Like, it was really weird. Like, this part of my head, specifically like my temple area, it was like a tiny kind of area here started like vibrating or like lighting up. I don't know what that means. But yeah, that's just two things that kind of popped up when I was shuffling for you. Um, Okay. Okay. So, okay. The first question I want to ask straight out the bat, um, just to kind of either confirm or rule it out, is were you ever sexually abused by, like, one of these domineering male figures in your past? I don't know who this male figure is. Maybe it is the stepfather. I don't know, or your biological dad. I don't know. But one of these kind of whatever father figure was really dominant in your life. And I don't mean dominant as like being present. I mean like a very physical kind of overbearing energy. Um, was this did this figure like ever sexually assault you? I just want to rule this out before I start reading. Right. The reason why I asked that question is because of the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a very sexual card. It's extremely phallic. There's no, I can't put it anything nicer. Okay. Yeah, the whole like pulling our pants down and smacking us, that to me, that I wouldn't class that as a sexual thing. I feel like that's just like I'm gonna get hit by the bloody politically correct people. That's just a way of disciplining children. Like, I feel like most children of our age that happened to, like it happened to me, that was normal. So yeah, I'm not classing that as like a sexual or like violent thing. That was very normal. Okay, so I just wanted to ask that because it was very much like a side thing that I was picking up with your reading. The main thing that I was picking up with, oh really? Okay, that is weird. Maybe that's where the Ace of Wands is coming in then. That's kind of like the sexual energy that was bringing in. Like, if your mum like described it as a weird sexual thing like that, then okay, maybe what I'm about to say is going to lead more into this and it'll make more sense. The main thing that I'm picking up on, first and foremost, we know that you've had a heavy past. We know that, you know, it's obvious. I can see it in the cards, and you know, we don't need to really touch upon that. There's lots of different things. It's not really kind of one specific thing. I see this thing as a this music is getting really loud. I see kind of the trauma in your past as being a regular occurrence thing, not really like a one-time event, one and done thing. But the more kind of important thing that I want to pick up on is I do see this masculine figure. We can see him being represented here by the Hermit card. I see this overbearing masculine figure doing all of this nasty shit to you. But something that really interests me, and I want to have an open discussion with you, Loki, about this, is this is the Judgment card, by the way. And this card, for me, with this specific deck, it's always to do with like a public embarrassment, or something being on show to the public. And I don't mean like the public as like the general public, like strangers out on the street. I mean like something is on show to an audience. Whether that be like the people in your household, or maybe like wider family or family friends. Like, something to me seems like it was done in front of other people, which is outside of the you know, the general household. But more specifically, as you can see with the imagery of this card, it seems like there was someone in your life that either protected you from other things that was going on in your childhood that you are not aware about, and or this person was someone who comforted you and honestly probably was maybe the only person that either really cared for you or loved you, and was kind of like your lifeline going through all of this bad shit. This person was the only person. I see them as like I want to describe them as a safety blanket. I don't know why, but that just keeps on coming up in my head. I keep hearing safety blanket, safety blanket. But it's someone who like protected you, comforted you, and honestly allowed you to. This sounds really, really drastic. Trigger warning. I'm not doing all that shit. But honestly, without this person, Loki, I don't know if you would be alive today without this person. And I know that's some heavy shit. But that's the energy that this is giving me. It's the energy that this card is giving off to me right now. Is that without this person, I don't think you would be here right now. Let me just take a minute to decompress and catch up on the chat. And obviously grab some water. Okay, I'm just gonna catch up on what you've said, Loki, so give me a second. So the whole thing with your granddad, just something I'm just gonna point out. The Hermit card is represented by an elderly man. Hi Skull, how are you? He had 2 strokes. What do you mean? Like, I get that you mean like an actual stroke, but do you mean where I was pointing like here? Okay. That's really interesting then. That's really interesting because as I said, when I was shuffling for you, this side of my face was fine, but up here, it was tingling. Right, okay. Okay. I see. Well, thank you for letting me dive into that, Loki. I appreciate it. And thank you for letting us all get into it today. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Um, but I hope this reading helped in some way, um, or highlighted something, and I hope you got whatever you wanted to get out of it. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. We can definitely do that. I actually need to message you anyway because I need to ask you which one of the crystals that you wanted. I know which ones you want, but I have multiple of the same, so I just wanted to show you them so you could pick out the one you wanted. So yeah, I will call you later on and well, later on or tomorrow. I'm not sure because I need to run to the supermarket as well. But yeah, I'll definitely call you either today or tomorrow, and we can discuss that as well. But thank you, Loki. I appreciate the reading. Sure. Okay, guys. Um, it was so funny. I literally woke up this morning and I got a Discord notification from Cornelia's channel saying that she was hanging out in a voice chat, and I literally FaceTimed her like this morning. Um, but guys, I'm just gonna take a very quick break. I'm just gonna go use the toilet, reset myself, etc. And when I get back, I'm gonna be doing the next person's reading, which is Bone. So Bone, if you could have your question in the chat ready for me when I get back, that'd be great. So I'll see you guys in like 30 seconds, a minute. Okay, you guys, I am back. Okay, so Bone, I'm gonna give you some time to form a shadow question. Even if you want a shadow reading, if you don't, that's fine. You can get a reading from me another time. But we're only doing shadow readings today. So I'm gonna move on to the next person. But what I want you to do is, I want you to, if you do want a reading from me today, form a question, and then let me know when you're ready. If you don't want a reading today, just let me know. Yeah, it was interesting. It was mainly, the whole reading was mainly around the protection that you received from kind of all the negative stuff that happened to you. Yeah, as soon as I pulled that card, I instantly knew. Okay, let's see who is up next. Shirley, my love. How can I help? I can do your reading next, Bone. Don't worry, I'm not skipping you. I'm not skipping you. I'm just giving you some time to formulate a question. What do I need to work on? Yeah, we can do that, sure. Let's do that after Shirley. Let's see what Shirley wants to ask today. And then I can come back to your reading. No problem. Shirley, are you here? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do Bones reading and we'll see if Shirley pops up. So, Bone wants to know... Oops. Okay. As soon as I said Bone, this card popped out. Bone wants to know what they need to be working on right now. Okay, we can do that. Sure. Let's take a look. Hi, Cozy. I don't know why, Bone, but with you, I started getting lightheaded. I think something to say as well, you guys. If you guys haven't already noticed, this tarot deck is not for beginners. It's very it's very different from like the Rider-Waite deck, and it's not for beginners. So if you are new to tarot, I definitely don't recommend this deck. Shirley, we are not doing general readings today. We're doing shadow readings. Okay, so Bone, for you, we pulled the 9 of Wands, the Death card, the 6 of Wands, and the Moon. So what do you need to work on? there's a couple of things with you, Bone. I'm picking up on a couple of things for you. I'm not seeing like one main thing. I think there's a number of things, kind of like little things, that you could tweak and fine tune in order to be a better person. The first one that I'm seeing is there is a lack of confidence with you. I wouldn't say that you are a unconfident person, but I do see that there is self-doubt that creeps in, and at times you can lack confidence with certain things. And I think what these cards are showing me is that you don't need to feel a lack of confidence. From what these cards are kind of, the way they're making me feel is that the message is that there's no excuse for you not to feel confident 24/7. And I do think that the lack of confidence comes from a place of a lack of belief for oneself. So that is definitely something that you need to be working on right now. And also, just to add to that, I think with the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is a very like bad bitch energy. It's someone who is at the top of their game and that everyone is kind of envious of. And that is definitely the energy that you need to be channeling more often. Now, the next thing that I want to pick up on may be involved with this first thing, or it could be separate. And that's your emotions. I do think that you can get quite emotional sometimes, which is not a bad thing. I think in the society that we live in, emotions are very looked down upon. And if you're seen as like an emotional person, or if you let emotions cloud your judgment, or if you let emotions kind of control the way you behave, I think people really look down upon you. Like, I am someone who has always been called sensitive, and it really annoys me. I've owned it, honestly, nowadays. I do own it. But it really pisses me off when people call me sensitive, because, you know, when you call someone sensitive, it often comes with a negative connotation. And I do not find my sensitivity as a downfall. I see my sensitivity and being sensitive as a massive benefit, honestly, because I feel like if you are a sensitive person, you find it so much easier to relate to people. And as I said, in today's kind of society, there is no room for emotions, and I think that is just awful. But I think with you, Bone, I think that there could be a place for you to be less emotional in certain areas of your life, and that may or may not contribute to the kind of the lack of confidence. So have a little think about that. Ask yourself if those two things do relate to one another, and see what there needs to be done in order to overcome and tackle those issues. That's what I'm going to say for your reading. All right, thank you, my love. I will do. I'll have a little read while I'm having a little lunch, even though it's literally 2:30. You're welcome, Bone. I hope that helped. Okay, Shirley, do you have a shadow question for me? Also, I'm just gonna check my list as well, because I know that I'm a little late streaming today, you guys, and I'm actually getting a little bit hungry. And I know that if I don't eat, I'm just gonna get distracted by my hunger. So I'm not too sure. So Shirley, as I said, we're not doing generals today, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna skip you today. But I'll be live tomorrow and you can get a reading with me tomorrow. Sabrina, my love, what can I do for you? Guys, I think Sabrina's gonna be my last reading for today. But we'll see how I feel afterwards. So Sabrina, my love, what question do you have for me? I don't think so. I don't see it. No, I don't see anything from you in the chat. Alright, no worries. You might be able to copy and paste it from the chat if you can see it. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay, perfect. So, what is the source of the pain? And thank you for your kind words, as always, Sabrina. You're always so sweet to me. You're always so sweet. So, Sabrina wants to know, yeah. Sabrina wants to know what is the source of my pain. All right, let me see what I can pull out for you, my lovely. Oh. Okay, I think I already have a good idea of what's going on with you. Bye, Aqua. You're welcome, Loki. No worries, my love. Sorry, I started shuffling for you and it just hit me. I think I already know what the source of the kind of the pain is. Let's see what the cards have to say though. So I was working last night and there was like a ton of out of date food going out of date like yesterday. So I bought like a ton of shit home, so I'm just gonna be like working my way through that. So just some sandwiches, just some like pre-made sandwiches. Okay, let's see what I've got for you, Sabrina. So the 5 and 6 of Wands fell out of the deck. And then we have the Eight of Cups, the Justice card, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So I wasn't exactly sure what I was looking at for a second, and then it hit me. This is interesting. So what I'm picking up on, Sabrina, in terms of your question, what is the source of your pain? This all revolves around the throat chakra. Okay. I am way too familiar with the feeling of this, and as I was shuffling, I feel like someone sucker punched me in my throat. That's why I just had to stop a second and like recuperate myself. It felt like someone was pressing on my throat like that. And what that means for you, Sabrina, is that your voice has not been heard. So to answer your question, the source of your pain is the fact that you are not able to express yourself authentically. And this has been something that has happened in a number of situations throughout your life. It's an ongoing thing with you. And this is something that you need to work on and get better at. It's about expressing your voice, but more specifically for you, Sabrina, it's not just about talking, it's about being heard. Okay, there's a difference between speaking and being heard. And I think for you, Sabrina, it's the latter, which is the problem. It's the being heard. People around you do not appreciate what you have to say, and they do not put any value on that, and that is something that you need to work upon. I see your opinions and your point of views being discarded by other people, and what I'm picking up on with these cards is that you like to overcompensate for that. I feel like that you already know this is an issue, and therefore the way that you combat that is that you overcompensate. So what this results in is that you are basically saying a whole lot of nothing in the eyes of other people around you. Now, this is a real difficult one, Sabrina, because I feel like I've presented you with a lot of problems and not a lot of solutions. In terms of how do you get out of this situation, I'm going to put my hands up and I honestly say I don't know. Because at this point, you're dealing with other people's behavior and not your own behavior. Because what you are saying, you believe has something of value, but the other people around you don't feel the same way. So the only thing that I can really say, Sabrina, for you, something that you can do in order to change this situation is maybe you need to have a really hard look at the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because if the people that you surround yourself with actually cared about you, they would care about what you had to say to them or your opinions on things. I think that's the only thing that I can really advise you on with this, Sabrina. I hope it made sense. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's interesting that you said that you do a lot to be liked and things like that. And as I did say, there's a lot of overcompensating for things. And, you know, if you're in a situation where you're trying to get everyone to like you're gonna be in a place where there's a lot of people around you, but there's none of them that you can call friends. And that's really not a good place to be in. Um, so, a place that you could probably start in is one, I know this is a lot easier said than done, but stop trying to people please and start trying to please the people that mean something to you. Yeah, exactly. I'm really glad this helped you, Sabrina. And again, just remember there's no end goal with this situation. This is something that you're always going to work on through your life. So don't ever kind of like beat yourself up for you know, like maybe failing at some parts. Because there is no end goal with this. This is a journey. There is no destination. This is something that you're always going to be working on. So do not feel discouraged if you feel like that at some point in your life, you're not acting upon this correctly, or it's not going the way that you want it to go. So yeah, don't be discouraged. But I hope you enjoyed the reading, my love, and I hope it helped. Okay, you guys. Um, I am gonna leave my readings there for today. I really hope you enjoyed them. Those readings were super, super heavy, and unfortunately, I couldn't get through a lot of readings today. But I feel like the readings that we did do were really gold, and I really am happy with what came out in the cards today. So thank you to all of you lovely people, and thank you to all of the spirit guides that allowed me to do these readings today. Um, and yeah. So guys, hello Granny. I am just getting off. Um, I've been on for an hour and a half now, but I'm just about to get off and go and eat something because I'm hungry. Um, but yeah, guys, I will be back tomorrow. So if you didn't get a reading today, you can definitely get one tomorrow. And I just want to say thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. As always, if you are not part of the Discord and you would like to be, please do go on over and join the Discord. I really appreciate it. And always, if you do want to support me, guys, and the content that I do make and deliver to you, then please do go check out my coffee link. You can find all of my private readings on there, my subscriptions, and also my lovely, beautiful crystals that I have. If you want to purchase some very cheap crystals, guys, do hit me up. I have lots of delicious crystals for you. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to head off now. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow.